Have you got a 27B stroke 6?
The sound alternative.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a stickler for paperwork, you see. I mean, where would we be if we didn't stick to the correct procedures?
89.7 KRUI.
Old ideas that the base and the grassroots care about. Sorry, man.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get some ranch.
Go ahead.
89.7 KRUI, Iowa City.
No one person or group of people is going to transform the world. But a new spirit is emerging from deep within the human psyche, guiding anyone receptive to it how best to contribute to the revolution in consciousness that alone can save the world. Hello, Iowa City. You're listening to KRUI. It's 89.7 FM on your radio, krui.fm to stream online. My name is Justin Comer. The show is called iHearIC. It's about local music and local other stuff. Anything that I want to happen can happen. Thank you for listening. I took last week off because I was in Wisconsin with my wife. She was running a triathlon. Congratulations to my wife, Ashley Otti, for running a triathlon in 1 hour and 45 minutes, which I don't know much about triathlons, but I think that's good for your first time, right? Yeah. Well, before we get into the show, I have a quick announcement to make. We've got a live show coming up in just about 2 weeks, Friday, August 30th, 9 p.m. at Trumpet Blossom. This will be a show featuring performances by Thiago Ancelmo, Vero Rose Smith, Goodwill, Comraderie, and Purcha. Lots of returning guests to the concert series. And speaking of returning guests, I have some familiar friends back on the radio show today. We're going to go from my left to my right, if you guys wouldn't mind introducing yourselves so I can make sure your mics are working. All right, let's start with you, Kevin.
Hey, this is Kevin.
There's Kevin. Kevin Halbrooks, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's me.
What do you play, Kevin?
I play bass.
Okay, there you go.
That's right. He's a bassist. He's been on the show.
You know this.
He's been on the show.
I forgot.
Twice before.
Yeah.
Everyone who listens to the show knows you play bass, I'm sure.
Oh, of course. Everybody knows.
Yeah, and then who do we have to your left?
Emily Halbrooks, violin.
Emily Halbrooks. You guys have the same last name. I think we've discussed this before on the show, but
unrelated.
Yeah, it's just a coincidence.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Up next, we have somebody new, though. Who is this?
Yeah. My name is Rachel. My last name is different. It's Richards.
Okay.
And I play trumpet.
She plays trumpet.
Yeah.
Rachel, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you.
Glad to have you here. And then, finally, who's the last mic right there?
This is Joshua James Johnson. Hi.
Hi, Josh.
Hi.
Glad to have you back.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
It's always a good time.
We should do like a Ramones thing going forward. We just all say we have the same last name.
Oh, that's good.
Y'all gonna stick with Halbrooks then across the board?
I mean,
or do you want to make a new one?
Let's figure it out.
I kind of like Halbrooks, and I'm open to being adopted right now. So
That's
like,
fair.
If you,
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So I mentioned before we got going with the show that this is the third time I've had Kevin, Emily, and Josh on the show, and it's also the third band name that you guys have been on the show under.
Yeah.
So first time, like a year or so ago, you were here
wow.
as the High Watermark. A couple months ago, you were back as the Twisted Roots. And now, what is your band name today?
so our band name is the Sneezy Dollars, and it is.
It is a story, I promise.
It does have a story, but it's basically more focused on original material. Then we're kind of the sister band to the Twisted Roots.
Right, which is a little bit more cover based.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like since Rachel got brought on with us, we'll do super band when we go busking out. So we'll be the Sneezy Roots.
Nice, yeah.
Or Twisted Dollars.
Twisted Dollars.
Or
Mm-hmm.
whichever you prefer. Mm-hmm. So they're kind of like sisters, but it depends on the market if what's going on.
And who's available.
Right.
That's
right.
true too.
Yeah, I know you guys love busking. Rachel, have you done a lot of busking with these guys yet?
I've done a little. Yeah, it's been exciting. It's like a new kind of like playing environment for me. I'm used to like classical music, so
Right.
it's been really nice to kind of just jam and do some fun tunes.
Yeah, yeah. So when you are playing trumpet on like a Twisted Roots kind of set, are you just improvising or are like, what's the deal?
Pretty much.
Okay, cool.
Love some solos, outlining those chords, just...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get those chord tones going.
Yeah.
That's right. So Sneezy Dollars is more originals focused, right?
Yes.
And these are your songs primarily, Josh?
For right now, yes. It was a good way for us to release a lot of the material that I've recorded throughout the years. And a lot of the songs from one of our EPs that we have on Spotify and Apple Music and, all the other streaming sites now. A lot of those tunes were going to be for the high watermark originally, back in the day.
Yeah.
And just, that situation ended and I kept making those demos. I was like, put them out in demo form, but just wanted to put things out there to start playing tunes and whatnot. But eventually I think the goal is to write with everybody.
Yeah, a little bit more of a collaborative process.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you mentioned you have a couple of EPs out on the streaming services. Do these EPs have a name or
Yes.
names?
Yes,
There
they
are two of them.
Yes, they do. So they are called Red, quote, Rocks.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Parentheses rocks.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yes.
I had to remember myself. So there's the red rocks version and then the blue grass version. And it does make sense. So
Okay.
hear me out. So Pokemon was a big deal for me growing up, and I think and that comes from the original Red and Blue, the first generation games.
Yeah, when they were released in the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, of course. I think it touched a lot of our lives.
Yeah.
yeah, it was like a big like zeitgeist thing back in the
Yeah,
day.
it was a movement.
But that was the first time I felt like in a video game like adventuring, and throughout my adult life I've become interested in a different type of adventure. I've never been like cool with just staying at home, and I had wanderlust when I was a young kid. So I feel like it's a good way to like bring that side of things, especially with the bluegrass version. It's mostly like bluegrassy type of traditional arranged tunes.
Yeah,
And the Red
yeah.
Rocks version was all singer-songwriter stuff that I wrote while in Colorado, hence
Red Rocks. Yeah, nice. So there's a lot of stuff wrapped up in those names, actually.
Yeah. I know. It goes deep, man.
Yeah.
Got layers.
So the the kind of the hero's journey as presented in Pokemon is
I
sort
like
of
where this is going.
that's kind of like how you see your life now. You're going on adventures, collecting animals, that kind of thing.
No.
Okay.
No. Honestly, to be completely honest, I felt like that's more like in my 20s, which
Okay,
I think
sure,
more people should do.
Are you still in your 20s?
I still am in my 20s.
That's what I thought.
What do I look like?
No, I thought we were about the same age. Yeah.
Yeah, so
We're still in our 20s, but we're getting close.
Oh yeah, and some of my songs are about that, getting older and just priority shifting and whatnot. I like structure way more now, and I think
Sure.
it's a thing with our generation too. How we just we're super lazy.
I certainly am.
Right?
Yeah.
I should know these songs better than I'm going to play them later. If I would just practice.
How do you guys feel about being lazy? Is everyone in the room sort of on the same page?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So, we've played these songs like once or twice, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We should practice, but we don't.
I know.
It's
But
fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Like, is this worth it? You ever feel that way, Justin? Like, is this worth it? Is it not worth it?
Just in general about like anything?
Yes.
Yes.
Asking the big questions.
Yeah. I mean, I have that thought a lot as like somebody trying to have some sort of musical career. It's like, is that really worth the effort?
Question.
Yeah.
The switch, like the big media switch in the past, decade or so, going into streaming especially.
Oh, yeah,
Is
sure.
that better or worse for artists?
That is a wonderful question. We could talk for the rest of the show about that if you want. I think in many ways it's better for people like us who are just like, you know, regular people who just record something at home, we can get it out there. People can hear it. It can exist and be accessible to people. Probably not going to get any money out of it, but nothing is stopping us from putting it out there. And there's also a negative side to that, which is that, you know, anybody can be doing that. So there's kind of like an overwhelming, just like giant collection of music out there that no one's ever going to hear because there's just too much of it. So it's better in the sense that anyone can do whatever they want and there's nothing stopping you. It's worse in the sense that you're not going to make any money really. But honestly, how much money were people making before? I don't really know. And it was really like gate kept by like record labels and, you know, studios and executives and stuff like that. It's nice that that is becoming less important and that just, you know, people can do what they want. And I think, you know what, I'm going to go with good overall.
Good overall.
Yeah, I think I'm on the side of that's a positive step forward.
Do you find artists nowadays making and selling physical media, it's like, is that worth the time to do? Or is it a vanity thing?
It's definitely not worth it.
Yeah, I think it's largely a vanity thing. Yeah, because most people don't really want that product. But it feels nice to have something in your hands to give to someone. Yeah. And it's also kind of wasteful because we just don't really need to be using those discs anymore and the cases and the paper. Yeah, I think that's going to probably die out more and more. It's already pretty much dead. It's just something that happens occasionally at like a smaller scale show.
So even like vinyl, how it had the resurgence, you think that's going to slowly...
That'll probably die out again. Yeah.
Dip off sooner.
It's sort of got popular as sort of like maybe a fad. I don't know. People say that they like the way vinyl sounds better, but it doesn't matter to me. How do you guys feel about vinyl?
We got rid of all of our vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a collection and we got rid of it.
Much.
Yeah. Because it's just not as convenient as...
Heavy. It's pain.
Right. I can stream my entire music collection on a phone that's this big.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
I really like the way vinyl smells.
Okay. That's a real thing. Like you can't really replicate that.
I mean, I can smell my phone.
What does your phone smell like?
I don't know. It's probably not great. It's probably not great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It smells like my hands. How ready are you guys to play a song?
I think we're pretty ready.
We could probably play a song.
All right. Why don't you guys play a song for me, and then after that, I'll play a PSA, and then we'll talk about the song that you played.
Absolutely.
All right. So what song are you going to play first for me?
We are actually going to play an original song that I wrote for the High Watermark that's not recorded.
Okay, so
yet.
this isn't on the EPs that I've listened to.
No, this is the only original song that we're gonna play. It's not on any of the EPs, any of the releases yet.
Cool.
But yeah, it's called "I'm Only in Like with You." Because
I think I've heard you play this, but I haven't heard any recordings because they don't exist.
yeah,
But this sounds familiar. I think I'll recognize it.
yeah. Because isn't love overrated?
I will
I like a lot of
comment
people.
for now. Maybe we can get back to that.
Okie dokie. You guys ready? Yeah. All right. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. My darling, my sweetheart, it's nice to see your face. I've missed you, my sweetheart, since I've last left this place. You love me, where is this from? Please don't you want to slow down? Your actions tell different ever since I wasn't around. So I'm only in like with you. Rachel. heart, please calm down and have a seat. I'm done here, I am leaving. Turns out you're a common case. And the truth is that you sort of suck and are just a pretty face. So I'm only in love with dog. We did it.
Did you know that only about 1/3 of Iowa City residents recycle regularly? We believe recycling is one of the easiest ways to reduce our impact on Earth. In Iowa City, curbside recycling is available to single-family homes through fourplex apartments. If the city picks up your trash, you have curbside recycling. Still not sure? Check your utility bill and see if you're being charged for recycling. There will be a line just for recycling. If you don't have curbside recycling, you can use one of 6 drop-off sites around town. See www.icgov.org/recycling or visit us on Facebook for any information about the city's recycling programs.
All right, you're listening to iHearIC Radio here on KRUI. My name is Justin. If you missed the first 15 minutes of the show, I'm sitting here with my friends, the Sneezy Dollars, Kevin, Emily, Rachel, and Josh. And before we listen to that PSA, we heard them play a song here in the studio. It's called I'm Only in Like With You. Right? That's the title?
It sure is.
Okay, good. And I was saying off mic that I like what the trumpet adds to the mix there because I've heard the trio plus others play several times, but never with a trumpet. So it was nice to have a little bit of a, brassy solo in the middle there.
Yeah. Mixing it up.
Yeah, it's good. What's that song about, Josh?
That song is about an ex of mine.
Okay.
I wrote it when I was...
probably could have guessed that.
I wrote it when I was a young man. She was a very good friend of mine, but just, at the end of the day, I wasn't in love with her. I didn't have that feeling. I really liked her. So I'm just only in like with you. I'm sorry. I'm just, I don't know what to do.
Breaking hearts.
Has she heard the song?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't talked to her in a while. We're still cool, though.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I was wondering if that's how you broke up. Play the song.
I wrote you a song.
You're not going to like it.
Yeah. I went through a phase in my early 20s where I need to get feelings out, so I'm going to make songs about it.
Ooh.
I'm kind of over that now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to write about. I think I started writing about Kevin and M's dogs. That was kind of cute.
Those are nicer feelings. There's a little bit less.
Just some good dogs.
Less ego.
Yeah.
Very good dogs.
Yeah.
They're not very smart, but they're good dogs.
Yeah.
Tell me more about your dogs. What are their names? What do they look like?
Oh, no, you named them. I'm not allowed to name our pets.
Have,
it would have been dog number 1 and dog number 2.
So you're not super into names, I
No.
guess.
Yeah, so we have 2 German short hairs. Evie is the old dog, and Impa is the new dog.
Is that Eevee like the Pokemon?
Yeah,
Yes.
and Impa is in Zelda.
Full circle.
Yeah, we'll tie it back. I was going to tie it back anyway with Emily saying she didn't want to name them, and that's like, you catch a Pokemon and you don't give it a nickname. That's Emily's style.
Yeah.
It's totally my style.
What's your dog's name? German Shorthair.
Yeah.
This is Pikachu. It's just Pikachu. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
So Eevee and Empa?
Impa.
Empa with a P. Okay.
Impa. I-M-P-A.
Impa. So with an I and a P.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Zelda's bodyguard.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. 2 video game
Yeah,
references for your pets.
Yep.
Good stuff.
You can
I have a
kinda
cat
see what I'm
named
into.
Goomba, so I'm
Nice.
on
That's
the same
awesome.
boat. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is adorable.
Yeah. Any other pets in the room that we want to talk about? They're not in the room, but pets belonging to people in this room.
Yeah.
Rachel, you got pets?
I have a cat.
Tell me about
She's
your
pretty
cat.
chill.
Yeah?
Yeah, her name's Mitzi.
Mitzi. My
Yeah.
grandma had a cat named Mitzi.
It's a classic. It's
Yeah.
just a good cat name.
Yeah, people love that. What's Mitzi look like?
She is a short hair tabby.
Nice.
So like black, white, brown, a little bit of everything. In
Yeah,
there.
nice cat colors. Yeah, my grandma's Mitzi was a Persian. That was
Whoa.
crazy. Very long hair. Actually, purebred Persians, apparently, all of them, have different colored eyes. One blue and one brown.
Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's apparently a thing, yeah.
That's
Super
neat.
cool.
It was with Mitzi, at least.
I stay away from cats. I don't trust them.
Really?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't trust them.
You guys are more dog people.
Oh, I'm kind of like a dog, just in general.
Okay. Yeah.
If you can, just use your imagination.
Always drooling and
Yeah.
eating out of bowls on the ground.
Yeah, basically. I have my kennel, and that's where I go. And
I don't want to have to work hard for my pet. Like cats don't like me because I'm not going to put in the time. The dog's down to hang out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
I see that from another angle, which is that dogs are a lot more work than cats. You got to take them
I
outside.
suppose.
Yeah.
You better walk them. Yeah. All
Yeah.
that stuff.
And they want attention more often.
Oh, they sure
In
do.
my experience, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A cat can do without you for a while, which I like.
It's fair.
You can have more of a hot and cold relationship with the cat than a dog.
It's a great feature.
Yeah, you can leave for a week and they'll be fine. Yeah.
I still don't.
Josh is shaking his head. He's not into that.
I don't trust them. We had every animal under the sun when I was growing up, except cats.
Oh,
We
okay,
had weird animals like guineas. Do you know what guineas are? Do you know what a
I know guinea pigs.
No, this is a
but,
guinea
yeah.
fowl.
A
This
guinea
is
fowl.
A guinea
So,
fowl.
some sort of bird.
It's a land bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you making this up? Is this a thing?
This is a thing. No, it's not a thing. We had guinea fowl, and some foxes got in the cage, and killed all our guinea fowl.
Wow.
That was a vanity thing for me. I was really into birds when I was younger. I used to show chickens, and
You used to show them.
I used to show like in 4-H and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
There was actually this one time. So I'm colorblind. Right?
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I ever have known that.
Yeah. So
It just didn't come up, I guess.
yeah, it's a thing. I'm
Yeah.
living with it.
You know that your hat is very colorful?
I get random folks on the street come feel like they need to tell me that.
Okay.
And bother me while I have my headphones in to tell me that. So that's,
I'm glad to follow in that tradition.
So I had chickens when I was young, right? And I would show them, and because I'm colorblind, I didn't know if I won like first, second, or third place because
That's awesome.
the ribbons.
It's just the blue ribbon. It doesn't say one or anything.
It was blue, purple, and red, which I have. Those similar colors are hard for me to distinguish.
yeah.
So I'm like, Daddy, did I win?
What did I get?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I can tell several sad stories about my childhood.
I bet you could.
I could. Maybe a later time.
Yeah. We can save that for later in the show. I mean, honestly, do you guys just want to play more music?
We'll play a
I'd
tune.
I mean, it's really fun to just talk, but as many songs as we can get on the show, the better, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We'll actually play. We'll play a tune since we've been talking about video games. It references video games.
Yes, this
This
is a good one. I like this song.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's the one about dragons and stuff. right?
Yeah. You do know.
Yeah, I think I've played a live recording of this on this radio show before because I believe you played it at one of our live shows.
I
at some
did.
point. Yeah.
A minute ago.
Yeah. Is it All Chase No Slay?
That's
the title,
right.
right? Okay, good.
That is right.
See, I at least am starting to remember your songs, which is a good sign, right?
Well, thank you.
To the fan.
To the fan.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's me.
All right. You ding dongs ready?
They gotta change the song on the stand there. Okay, ready? Good? All right.
In my youth I'd play all day on a 12-inch screen, that was my way. 16 bits was my preferred. 9 hours Super Mario World. Young nerd. cost too much to super smash. Marathoning with college pals, wishing I can go back there now. Somehow. Fast forward close to 30. Bill's job and monotony. I chase the dragon, he gets away. At 29, playing video games. All chase, no slay.
Yeah, that was All Chase, No Slay, as performed by the Sneezy Dollars, who I've got here in the studio with me. If you're just tuning in, this is iHearIC Radio, a show about local music. I'm Justin. I'm here with Kevin, Emily, Rachel, and Josh. Again, that was All Chase, No Slay.
Yeah.
A song I'm familiar with. What can you tell me about that song, Josh?
Oh, it was honestly, I had the melody and whatnot, and I wanted to make a song for High Watermark back in the day without a chorus. Necessarily.
So you're thinking about the form of the song.
Yeah, and then I went visit my friends back home in Louisiana, and they're just, I have a bunch of like nerdy friends. I used to work for Electronic Arts back home, and
Electronic Arts, the video game company.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep, I tell some people, but
Yeah.
you know, they don't have the best
You've
reputation.
told a lot of people now. Just kidding. No one listens to this.
So a lot of my old nerdy friends are getting up there in age, and like people are just moving on in their lives, getting kids and stuff. And
Yeah.
I have some close friends who are like, you know, I just want to play video games with people and blah blah blah.
Yeah, they don't want to move on. Yeah.
They don't want to move on.
Yeah.
It's
I get
about
that.
yeah. It's basically the song is about that.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to just kick back, you know, play games all the time. Yeah.
No, I mean, same here. It's the, I'm sad I'm doing this, but I keep doing it. I'm keep chasing something, but I don't know if it's gonna pan out. Instead of finding something new necessarily. If you enjoy it, then by all means. And video games you can change the subject matter to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
To anything.
That could be a metaphor for lots of things.
Maybe.
Yeah. Chasing the dragon. I mean, that's like a pretty common metaphor. Yeah.
Exactly. I have a reputation for changing lyrics just off the top of my head.
Yeah,
So
you do.
maybe I'll start doing it about kick scooters. Something else I'm passionate about.
Kick scooters?
Kick scooters, yeah. Yeah. You Razor?
We just call them scooters.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I don't know if I've ever heard them called that, but I knew what you were saying. Yeah. Is that like a Louisiana thing, calling kick scooters?
No, they don't. They call those. They call those.
Hesitation.
I was pretty sure something bad was coming.
Yeah, me too.
Did you have
Are you hovering over the mute button?
I got a 10-second delay over here. Real quick.
They
Dump that audio.
They don't approve of those. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So where does your passion for these scooters come from?
Ooh,
Is that a more recent development in your life?
kinda. I used to longboard and do other board sports. Still like the paddleboard and stuff like that. But I used to longboard a lot, and I got a knee injury a while back, and
Oh yeah, I remember you like cracked your kneecap in half or something.
yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah.
So I got rid of my longboards and kind of went to kick scooters. Because they're super nice to have around, especially when I was living in Boston. For like, you throw it on the train and you pop that bad boy open. All of a sudden, I'm hanging out in Selfie.
Yeah, you're much faster than you
But
would
you also
be
have like a
just
super,
on your feet.
Yeah, it's also like a super fancy one too, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super fancy.
I mean, it looks fancy.
It's super fancy. And, I felt like this was like 2 years ago or something. Now, they have electric scooters everywhere.
Yeah.
When
yeah,
are they coming to
become-
Iowa City? Is
I
that
don't
gonna
know.
be a thing?
I hope they don't.
The whole world is ripping you off, Josh. Whatever you like, everybody else is going to go for it.
I am a trendsetter, but
Yeah,
I'm also
that's right.
antisocial.
Yeah, Silicon Valley was watching you. They were like, "Oh, I know what we need. Drop these scooters all over every major city in the country.
Yeah.
Just dump them everywhere."
I mean,
Perfect.
I love goofs, and I love when people go all out for like a goof or for a gag and whatnot. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
If this is all like a conspiracy just to mess with people, I think it's
you
amazing.
especially.
Yeah.
They're trying to get you.
Please. I love it when people mess with me.
Yeah. I need to do a quick weather report. Josh, would you mind like improvising some guitar stuff under me while I read this?
As soon as I tune up this bad boy.
Okay, yeah. We'll give him a second to tune, and then you guys are in for the weather report of your life.
Dude, I have a weather report.
Yeah? Well, let me
Yes.
do mine, and then you can do yours.
Josh's interpretation.
Let me do the real weather first.
Yeah. It's an obligation here at the station that, we've got to read the weather. If we're in the studio, we got to tell the listeners about the weather on the half hour every hour. So it's about 3:30 right now. And it's time for me to tell you about the weather. It's currently sunny. It's 81 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It feels like 85 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got 0% chance of precipitation and 61% humidity. 10-mile-per-hour winds coming from the west. Watch out though, thunderstorms expected around 7 p.m. tonight.
See what I did there?
Yeah, it took a turn because we've got a thunderstorm later.
Where's the rest of the weather?
I mean, that's all that I have in front of me.
It's going to rain.
You want to keep going with that lick though? You want me to make up some weather?
We can,
Or I can just give you every half hour for the rest of the day.
Perfect.
Honestly, I didn't hear a thing you said.
Oh, okay.
I was too busy. I heard.
Well, thanks for smiling at least.
I heard thunderstorm, and I was like, I'm about to play a major chord or minor chord.
Yeah, you got to turn it then.
Yep.
Well, thank you for accompanying me. I did that on the last show, and it turned out pretty nice. I had some piano chords going under me.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'll do it anytime. I'll be like your in-house, and you choose the instrument.
Okay,
Tin whistle?
okay.
Well, that's just the new show. It's announced the radio with, announce the weather with, instrument backing.
Well, we have been talking about starting a podcast. Maybe that could be the podcast. Joshcast.
Yeah,
All we
like
do-
the four of you, or what's the deal? Tell me about your podcast.
Well, I have one episode.
It's so awesome.
You've recorded it already?
I have one episode. It was very impromptu.
Uh-huh.
It was with my folks when I went and visit them last. And I have an eclectic mother and father, to say the least.
Well, say more.
Kevin listened to it about 7 times, so...
Really?
It's really
You liked
good.
it that much?
It's hilarious. You can't put it out, though. It
Oh,
can't.
yeah?
No, never.
On the major waves, no.
No. It's just
Topics get a little
This is a
strange.
personal podcast.
Yeah.
yeah. And I feel like if I made a podcast, like if I just talk openly, then I can't release it.
Really?
Because like
You got a lot of bad opinions or something?
No, I have great opinions. My opinions are actually not opinions; they're right.
Okay. You've got a lot of good facts.
Yes, exactly. I just, I don't want to
Ruin your reputation.
whatever it is to ruin. Yeah. I work a lot with kids, and maybe something gets misconstrued, and
I see.
I want to keep, good relationships.
You don't want the parents to, know what you really like.
What did you?
Right.
No. I want to put on that front.
Oh yeah, I've been there. I used to work at a daycare, so I know all about that.
Sure.
These kids are like, just dumb as rocks.
Go on.
As they should be.
Okay, the daycare that I worked at, this was in Cedar Rapids, like 8 years ago. in the summers, we'd go to the pool every Friday. And, I would be this was like elementary school age kids. I would, have to usher these kids through the locker room. They change into their swimsuits. They go out to the pool. Some young boys just love to be naked for a long time. And it is so frustrating. Just put your clothes on, Ugh. And, you want to just be... Josh dropped his pick in his guitar.
Inside his guitar.
I'm not turning the mic off. It's good.
Anyway, back to your story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have to hold back because you want to just say, like, I don't want to see you like this.
Yeah.
For
I think
the
that's
next 20
very
minutes.
fair.
But it's like a 5-year-old child. You can't just like yell at him about his genitals.
Keep going. I love this.
Or you could scar him for life and yell at him.
You know.
It'll never be the same.
Yeah, but you have to hold back because it's a young kid.
Yeah, totally.
Just like how I'm holding back now because I'm being broadcast over radio waves.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about a 5-year-old child naked.
Keep going, Josh. I love it.
Yeah, so you have any experiences like that, Josh?
With naked children? No, I do not, Justin. I don't.
Yeah. Well, you say you work with kids, so I figured you've been put in situations where there's a little bit of discomfort.
I have gotten a lot of kids who, I've worked in outdoor education a lot and theater.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of theater kids, a lot of like outdoor education kids, and they just have a certain like big personality type.
Theater kids.
I would say theater kids
Yeah.
and outdoorsy kids.
Sure. Yeah.
They're just super, what is it, type A or?
I don't really know the types, but I know what a theater kid is for sure.
Oh yeah. And there's some stuff like I've learned from like even little kids how to like if they're having a tantrum. I was taught by a mentor of mine how to like you take their arm and you like rub their arm while talking to them and asking them questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like little things like that you learn. I found very interesting.
Yeah, it's sort of a child psychology thing.
Exactly. I don't deep dive in it, but when you're in the
You learned what you had to get through the job. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just want to make sure the kids are safe and stuff,
Yeah,
especially with outdoor
definitely.
stuff. Because if a kid is in like class 2 rapids or hanging 50 feet from a tree, like
There's some danger involved. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of jobs, how's everybody doing on the employment front?
What a loaded question.
I know.
It's 2000
in this room.
It's 2019. How do you think we're doing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I've spent the summer pretty underemployed, and I'm loving it.
That does sound kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's a good problem.
Yeah. I know, Emily, you got a newish job.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yes.
How's that going?
Oh my gosh, I love it. Crowded Closet. I'm a retail supervisor. So I actually get a lot of visitors from West Music. I saw Chris Eck the other day. That was fantastic.
Nice.
So-
Yeah. I see
Shout out-
Chris
shout
around
out to
town.
Chris.
Yeah,
he's a
shout
good
out to
guy.
Chris. He bought I've never seen one of these before, but you measure and weigh a fish with one device, and it looked like something from the 60s. It was so cool. And he's like, I can't wait, bragging rights. And he just kept like pulling on the measuring.
Wait, what?
It was great.
I don't think I'm properly envisioning this device. Can you describe it sort of physically to me?
Oh, physically, yeah. So Kevin knows what they actually are, but
Okay.
it's just a box, and on one side, like a ruling tape, you pull it out to measure the length of the fish, and then the other side has a hook on it, and so then you put the mouth of the fish on the hook, and then it tells you how much it weighs.
So there's a scale as well as sort of a measuring tape.
Yep,
on it.
yeah.
Okay.
So you can tell all your friends it's 6 pounds and 12 inches.
And you don't need to have two separate
Devices.
objects to,
Yeah, you
to
do
make
it-
those measurements.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good for a photo.
Yes.
for sure. Yeah. All right.
I think I'm just gonna go busk for a job.
Yeah?
I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna hang out with my kalimba and I'm just gonna tell the weather. I'm gonna start making up weather while I play the kalimba.
Perfect.
Giving people outside what the weather is currently.
Yeah. You just stare at the sky and just, recite the weather.
It's going to rain in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
I would definitely get a Sneezy Dollar for that. Right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really ask you about the name Sneezy Dollars.
it's good.
Does that come from your experience busking?
It does.
Yeah.
Because I know,
That's a story.
that's something we've talked about every time you've been on the show, but you guys busk pretty regularly.
Too much.
For those who don't know, the word busk, B-U-S-K, is means playing outside where people are and hoping
Begging for
they
money.
give you money.
Yeah, Kevin, you can lead. You tell the story better than I do.
Oh, you guys have a story, huh?
Oh yeah.
So back when we were the high water mark, we had this area that we would go busking at. It's in the Ped Mall, right where they used to have the piano next to the hair salon. It's a little glass building.
Yeah, the building, the really tall building where you can see everything inside.
Yeah, it's kinda like
of
an
it, 'cause It's all
apartment.
made out of glass.
Yeah, it's cool. So we busk right there, and we were playing one night, and this homeless gentleman, was hanging around us, drinking his tall boy, pretty drunk, and he was having some sinus issues.
Sure.
And so he keeps getting really close and trying to sing, and he sits on the ground right in front of us. And then he decides to stand back up and get really close, so we're all kind of on edge. And then he acts like he's going to, I thought he was going to throw up in our little case that we have. It was actually Stu's guitar case at the time.
Yeah, it was.
But then instead he just like open mouth sneezed. And a lot came out. So we all took, this huge step back.
Universal
it was perfect.
collective.
I wish we had it recorded. It was hilarious. And so we dubbed him Uncle Boogers. And we've seen him around a little bit every once in a while. He's still doing Uncle Booger stuff.
Yeah, he's still milling about,
Good.
Just hanging out.
So
Glad he's still kicking around.
Yeah.
So
The original idea for the band was going to be Uncle Boogers and the Sneezy Dollars.
Dollars. Yeah.
But then that would probably make Josh Uncle Boogers, which would
I
be
mean,
kind of weird.
I'm having sinus problems right now.
Yeah?
I kind of am Uncle Boogers.
There you go.
Yeah. So Uncle Boogers is less of a specific person and more of like a title, that you adopt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Lots of people could be Uncle Booger. Uncle Booger.
Aren't we all a little Uncle
Booger.
Occasionally.
Inside.
Yeah, who doesn't have sinus problems on the street?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go outside, you're always breathing stuff in, so
Yeah.
something's got to come out eventually.
Exactly. And we'll write, we're working on writing and stuff. Slowly but surely, again, laziness.
Sure.
know?
Yeah, we all suffer from it. Rachel, do you mind if I ask you a little bit about yourself since you're new to the program?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I don't know you very well. Where are you from?
I'm from Ohio.
Great.
Yeah,
You did you come straight from Ohio to here?
I did.
Okay. How long have you been here?
Just about a year.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
great.
Life comes at you fast. You know?
Yeah, it does, especially when you live here.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. How long
I'm
have
with
you
you.
been, how long have you been playing trumpet?
Ooh, I've been playing trumpet since 5th grade.
Nice.
So I'm not going to do that math, but
Yeah.
it's been a minute.
I'll do the math for you if you want, but you don't have to say how old you are on air if you don't want to.
I'm 25. I feel like
Okay,
it's an
so
okay
like 15 years.
one to announce.
Something like that.
Okay, that was pretty quick.
Yeah. And did you go to school for music?
Yeah, I have my bachelor's in trumpet performance.
Nice. What school was that at?
Bowling Green State University.
They are famous for their music department.
Yes.
Yeah. Who'd you study with?
I studied with Lorraine Carpenter.
Nice. I don't know who that is, but
That's okay.
I'm glad to hear it. Do you plan on maybe going to more school at some point?
I'm actually going to be starting my master's in library science.
Oh, awesome.
Switching gears.
Yeah,
a
you
little
took a
bit,
little bit
but
of a turn,
yeah.
but yeah, library science is a good one.
Yeah.
There's a little bit higher chance of having a job in your chosen field that way.
Precisely.
Yeah. So before you were playing trumpet with these guys, do you have any like good, fun trumpet adventures that you'd like to tell us about?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
yeah, like I said, I mostly did like classical playing,
Right, yeah.
and, like really big settings.
Which is, as we know, is never fun.
No, pretty like anxiety inducing.
Oh, yeah?
But, yeah.
Yeah. Did you play in any like orchestras or anything like that?
No, not outside of like school.
Sure.
But,
Yeah. Yeah. You play any other instruments?
No, just trumpet at the moment.
Do you want to play any other instruments?
I own a guitar, so
Okay.
I'm chipping away slowly at it.
Yeah. I can.
But yeah.
I'll start you off on the right foot. The lowest string, you tune that to an E,
Okay,
and that'll get you started.
I'm with you.
Yeah. The other ones are higher than that.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter too much,
Just kinda
but the
aim.
low one needs to be E.
Yeah.
Or if you want, you can tune it down to a D.
Oh.
And that's how you play rock and roll.
Tell me if this is a good idea, Justin. Putting Rachel, doubling her up on kazoo for certain tunes, right?
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Right?
You,
Yeah.
Have you played a kazoo before?
You know, not a whole lot of experience, but I'm open to learn.
I can get you started on that one too. You're
Okay.
humming, not blowing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it would work well with something like, wow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It's 3:45, so I got to play a Grant spot. And after I do that, you guys want to play one more song for me?
We sure will.
All right, great. So here's a Grant spot real quick. After that, we'll hear some more music from Sneezy Dollars.
Support for KRUI is brought to you in part by The Broken Spoke. The Broken Spoke offers new, used, and custom-built bicycles, cycling accessories, and services all kinds of bicycles. They can be found at 757 South Gilbert Street and online at thebrokenspoke.com. For more information, call 319-338-8900 or email at krui@thebrokenspoke.com.
Okay, that was a Grant spot for The Broken Spoke, as recited by friend of the show, Jacob Jones, production director here at KRUI. You're listening to iHearIC Radio. I'm Justin. We're in the last 15 minutes or so of the show. Today's guests have been Sneezy Dollars. From my left to right, Emily and Kevin Halbrooks, Rachel Richards, Joshua James Johnson.
Thanks, Justin.
They're going to play another song for us now. What's the name of this song?
This song is called Too Drunk to Float.
Too Drunk to Float.
Yes.
Pretty close to another popular song title.
Yeah.
Which we cannot say here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I wrote it when I started the high water mark, because we did this like floating trip with kayaks. When I didn't even know everyone very well. I just started the band.
Band bonding.
It was so much fun. So I was like, I need to write like a traditional bluegrass song for the band.
Mm-hmm.
And what can I write about? But kind of, you know.
We got stories after you play.
Write about what you know.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all ready? Yeah, kick us off. It's the warmest out it's been in several years, and the river flows at just the right pace. My buddies holler, don't forget the beers, but I haven't told them that I just finished the case. Man, I'm too drunk to float, so I'm too drunk to boat. At the last election, I was too drunk to vote. If I go out on a limb, I'll be too drunk to swim, and I'll die. Man, I'm too drunk to float. Lost my ability to stand. Motor functions have gone away. Trying to plead my case, my circumstance, but somehow I've been transported to LA. Man, I'm too drunk to float, and I was too drunk to vote. At the last election, I was too drunk to vote. If I go out on a limb, I'll be too drunk to swim, and I'll die. Man, I'm too drunk to float. Ended up surviving some way. I'm still unsure of the mess we made, but I still hear whispers of that day when I was too drunk to float and was too drunk to vote. Could barely stand or walk and was unfit to make a vote. I went out on a limb and apparently can swim. I didn't die when I went out on that float. No, I can't die if I go out on a float.
There we go. That was Too Drunk to Float by Sneezy Dollars. I've got them here in the studio with me for the next 10 minutes or so. What key was that song in?
The only key we know. that song is in G.
That's what I was guessing. All right, sweet. I like the ending there where you sort of go all wonky for a second.
That was not my idea initially.
Too drunk to play.
Do y'all remember who came up with
Stu and I.
That was a Stu idea?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stu, our old guitar player in High Watermark, helped.
Andrew Stewart.
Andrew Stewart, yes.
Andrew Lamont Stewart.
I didn't know his middle name, so thank you for adding that.
He, who was a big, he was a big presence here in Iowa City for a number of years. Did work for the Engler and stuff, and he was like really the arrangements that we've recorded and stuff and still play. Like he did a lot of that. So kudos to Stu.
Yeah.
Kudos to Stu, wherever you are.
I agree.
I actually know
Kudos to
exactly where he's at.
Nobody tell him though. I don't want him to,
No.
I don't want him to know.
Yeah. I'll make sure that he does not listen to this episode.
That'd be good.
Thank you.
See, that's how friendships go nowadays. You admire people in secret, but you can't tell them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You can't tell them.
No. Do not compliment your friends.
No. Vulnerability?
No.
No, dude.
Absolutely not.
Get out of here. No.
Yeah, I mean, I think I compliment people on the show sometimes, but that's the only time I feel comfortable.
That's
with
a professional setting.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm putting on sort of a persona here,
Yeah.
which is a much more comfortable person than I really am.
There you go.
Justin, I got a question.
Yeah.
You have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt on?
I do, yeah.
Who if you were a turtle, who would you be?
I've always identified the most with Raphael.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have an anger issue?
I don't think I do, but maybe I used to.
That's fair. That's a happy looking Raph on your...
Yeah, this is a very sort of, it's like the nicest the turtles have ever looked. They're all very happy in this image.
Yeah.
Jeez. Mm-hmm. Do y'all relate to any Ninja Turtles? Do y'all have...
I always had to be Donatello because my brother had friends, and so I was the character no one wanted to play.
Yeah, they gave you the nerd character.
Yeah.
Oh, Donnie, no.
But then I would be like, yeah, that's my favorite character.
Yeah. Well, he is important to the whole dynamic.
He's the tactician.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
They'd be nothing without Donatello.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's no turtles for me. I grew up without a TV.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fun fact. We're bringing this all around.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Turtles on NES, first game I ever played.
Oh, yeah? That's
First game I ever played. See what I did there?
very difficult game.
It's a full circle. Now, bringing it back around.
Yeah. No, this has been a great radio show because we have some certain themes and we keep coming back to them.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've done a great job today.
I think you're cordially invited to be on Josh Cast then.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
If you record a second episode that only Kevin is allowed to listen to,
No, I'm gonna
be happy to do
I'm
it.
gonna call in my parents. I'm gonna call and get them to call
I'd love to
in.
meet them. Yeah.
Oh man, that would be amazing.
That'd be fun for me. Yeah.
Just wait.
Rachel, did you have a turtle that you identify with?
You know, the turtles were not my jam growing up. Like, I
Okay.
could not tell you which one was which.
Okay,
But
well, I can
I'm
tell
happy
you.
for you guys.
This one here is Michelangelo.
Okay.
He wears the orange. This is Raphael. He wears the red. This is Donatello with the purple and Leonardo with the blue.
All right.
Yeah. Josh, did you have a preferred turtle?
I think everyone knows which turtle.
Well, I'm going to guess Michelangelo. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Just
You're totally a Michelangelo. Absolutely.
I know.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't like it. But in the video game, best character, slowest but strongest. Really enough.
Yeah. Michelangelo had the nunchucks in that game, right?
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Well, before we get too deep into Ninja Turtles for the Nintendo Entertainment System, the worst water level ever made, I think.
Yes, indeed.
I think we need to make sure that we get some plugs out there before we end the show. So, where can people find? Where can they find all of your work? Because you have more than just this band. So, tell me everything.
Yeah, so check out the Twisted Roots Facebook page. We got a couple of gigs coming up here pretty soon. Actually, we're playing Yacht Club coming up here pretty soon on...
I believe that's next Friday.
Next Friday.
The same night as the show that I already plugged.
Oh,
but
well.
I didn't mean to make you conflict with
Check
me.
them
I'm
both
sorry.
out. Both good shows.
Yeah, they'll both be excellent.
Yeah.
I have a stake in both of them, so...
So go to
I was
go to
very
both,
smart
is
to
what
put them on the same night.
And then we got a couple of things coming up, next month. But we'll be around. Check us out on Facebook. And then, Josh, where can we find Sneezy Dollars stuff?
Oh man, Spotify, Apple Music, I think Tidal, whatever that is.
Yeah,
that's a thing.
Google Play.
Tidal is another streaming service. I think Jay-Z is involved with Tidal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, you got to make a Facebook page for Sneezy Dollars.
This is very new, and again, very lazy.
I don't think it's lazy at all. This is the first original band that I've been in where the music was done before like promotion was out there. Like, you know what I mean? Normally it's like, oh man, I got cover art and I got a Facebook or MySpace back, but yeah, we don't have any songs yet. So if you guys could come up with some songs, that'd be great.
That's true. You do have the actual content.
Yeah, it's kind of
is
nice.
out there, which is cool.
I figured that's the most important part when starting a band.
Yeah.
You think, yeah. I know you guys have an Instagram page, so I'll put that out there.
We do, and that's gonna have just all sorts of vulgarity, hopefully.
Great.
In the coming, months, maybe even years.
I personally approve of all the forthcoming vulgarity.
Anything we put on there.
Yep.
Justin approved.
I endorse everything that you guys do. Anything else you guys want to plug before I get into my thing here?
Come find us on the street.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fridays and Saturdays.
You got every Friday and Saturday for the near future?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Yeah, whether it be with Twisted Roots, Sneezy Dollars,
or Sneezy Roots.
Mm-hmm. And Sneezy Roots is the four of you plus Tad?
Correct.
I assume? Okay.
Yep.
Tad, who I still would like to have on this show at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Just keeps not happening.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, I'll just have him on by himself.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll get in touch with him soon. All right, folks. I need to plug some of my own stuff here. As I mentioned at the top of the show, if you were listening, the first iHearIC concert of the fall 2019 season is coming up next week, Friday, August 30th at 9 p.m. It's at the Trumpet Blossom Cafe. The address is 310 East Prentice Street, if you need to know that. This show will feature performances by Thiago Ancelmo on the clarinet, Vero Rose Smith, who you all know. She's a great artist. She'll be doing another performance of a piece that she wrote about climate change, which we performed a couple weeks ago. Goodwill Camaraderie, that is Katie Sen and Abby Curry, who have played on the show previously, but this is their new band name, Goodwill Camaraderie. And I've been told that they have a drummer now, whose name is George. I don't know him, but I'm looking forward to meeting him. And also, our good friend Purcha will be playing on this show, everyone's favorite electronic music producer here in Iowa City. After that, we'll have 4 more concerts till the end of the year. September 26th at the Mill, October 25th back at Trumpet Blossom, November 21st at the Mill again, and December 13th at Trumpet Blossom again. I know I've booked you guys on 2 of those shows. I don't remember which ones at the moment, but, that information will be forthcoming. Other shows going on in the city that you might be interested in this week. Low Faith, Cult of Volak, and Commodity A will be performing at Public Space 1 on the 21st, which I believe is Wednesday at 7 p.m. And the Negotiators will be playing at Yacht Club on the 22nd, which is this Thursday at 9 p.m. I'll be running sound for that one, and it will be fun for everyone. If you like what you heard today, you can find more of the iHearIC content on our website, iHearIC.com. On that page, you'll find links to our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, Bandcamp, iTunes, Google Play, Mixcloud, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, and Blogspot profiles, as well as an RSS feed. If you know what that means, I know you'll be excited for that. And if you want to get involved with iHearIC in some capacity, you have some music you want me to hear, you want to come on the radio show, you want to play at a show, you can email me, iHearIC@gmail.com, or there's also a Google form embedded on that webpage, iHearIC.com. I'll be back in here next week, August 25th at 3 p.m. Again, that show will be a preview of next Friday's live show. So you'll be hearing music from the people that you'll hear later that week at the show. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys again for coming in. It's always fun to talk with you.
Thank you, Justin.
And your music is good also.
Oh, that's cool.
Rachel, it was nice to have you in here for the first time.
Great to be here.
You're welcome back at some point as well. That'd be nice.
Wonderful.
Any closing thoughts from you all before I play some music and leave?
Ooh, if you see us on the street, give us something. You can give us something weird. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We got an onion.
Got an onion.
That's nice.
Organic onion.
Must be organic produce.
This is Iowa City. So.
You guys usually busk like at night, right?
Yeah.
And somebody just had an onion on them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It was pretty good. Tad took a bite out of it.
Tad ate it. Yeah.
Raw?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's very cool. Okay, well, I think I'm going to play some music to close us out. This is something I found on Bandcamp. Every once in a while I look at the Iowa City tag on Bandcamp and look at what's been released that's new. This is from a band called Paisley Bible. The album is called Untitled, and it's kind of a benefit for a friend of the band who has had a medical emergency. So any of the money that they get through the Bandcamp album is going towards that. This is a track on that album called Song 4 that I thought was particularly nice, and I thought I would use it to close today's show. All right, thank you all for listening. Thank you guys in the room for being here once again. This was iHearIC Radio. See you later. Bye.
89.7 KRUI.
KRUI 89.7 FM, Iowa City.